How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. I hope you're having a good one because I am excited to be back. I'm excited to be back. And things are going pretty well. We're making money. We're not making as much money as I'd like to be making, but we're making money. I've let the game run for a little bit between episodes, and I wanted to be sure that we weren't going to be running at a complete loss with the addition of the changes made to the Northwestern line. If you didn't watch the last episode, I'm not really sure why you're watching part 9 of a Let's Play without watching parts 1 through 8, but in case you didn't, and if you didn't, leave a comment below and tell me why, because I'm curious. If you didn't watch the last episode, we went ahead and just expanded this train line. Wait a minute. I've just noticed that I have completely skipped a section with signals. We're going to need to fix that in a minute. We expanded it from Stow Line all the way down through Thatcham, down to Morton Hampstead, down to South Shields, down to Ashton under Line. Now, Ashton, Shields, Morton Hampstead, Thatcham, none of those towns have loops right now. None of them have public transport, so they're not doing too good. Admittedly, that's not the only reason those towns aren't doing too good with train lines. Basically, there's just not that many people that want to go there. There's not that many people that want to go up north from there. There's one person on this train, for example, which is heading down to Thatcham. I do want to fix that, and I do want to do something about it. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is we're going to start moving cargo by train. And that might work out. It might do good things. It might do bad things. I'm not too sure yet, but we're going to find out. Now, what I've gone ahead and done is I've added a cargo section to this train station in Stow Line, and we've connected it up to this line. So the cargo trains are going to be sharing the main track. I've also gone ahead and built a new station. This is a cargo train station right out here. It has a couple of truck stops out front. And basically, we're just going to connect this to everything else, and we're going to see how it goes. So this guy is just going to come straight out here. Going to go straight out to about here. Going to go straight across those roads. And we're going to just connect it down to all of the other tracks that we have. Although, thinking about it, we should do these signals whilst I remember to do it. So let's, auto signaling is on. So let's do a signal about there. We'll go all the way down here, and we'll do a signal about there. And that'll keep us covered in terms of signals for the trains along that line. That might be part of the reason that things were maybe a little bit rough. I'm not so sure. It might be, it might not be, but it's sorted now is what it is. Now, what I'm thinking we can also do is we have a bit of a choice here. We could bring this track sort of around. Ooh, that'll be very useful for passenger trains. We can bring this track around to the right a little bit, and we could take it over towards New Haven and connect it up, say, in here so that these cargo trains go across the bridge, which I kind of want just for the aesthetics, even though this isn't really a game about aesthetics. I do kind of want to do that. I don't know that I'm going to. We are going to curve it to the right at least a little bit. I think we are. I think we're going to do it, because taking it towards New Haven means I could maybe eventually branch this off and take some lines to the right, which we may also want to do, because this is going to be handling tools, right? So eventually, if we curve this to the right towards New Haven, we could have it go to the right and maybe eventually take tools to Winchcombe. So I think that is what we're going to do. So we'll just kind of continue this guy kind of vaguely that way. And we'll just sort of go straight through this this terrain a little bit and try not to completely ruin it. That would be nice, not completely ruining it. And I think it'll be like here that we end up connecting it. So it's pretty much on track. Bit of a train joke there. It's on track for going where I need it to go. So we'll bring it to the left a little bit. I'm not thrilled about that being elevated, but that's okay. And we'll bring it sort of this way a little bit as well. And that is looking pretty decent. It's a little bit excessive. It maybe doesn't need to go this way, but it's what we're doing. I've committed to it. And I'm going to want it to go to about there. And we'll do the other side as well, since it doesn't actually do the automatic parallel tracks when we're doing it this way. And this guy is going to have to come in like, oh boy, something like that, right? So it comes in like that. It's obviously going to be a little bit slow on that curve, but that's okay. And then it just needs to cross over there. And it just needs to cross over to about there. And that's fine. So that's obviously a little bit ugly looking. I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to tolerate it because I have to. And we'll do some signals here too. So you're going that way. You are going about there. You are going about there. And that should be okay. Now, if we turn on auto signaling, we want to go and do this. And that goes absolutely nowhere. So we want to go about here. And did that auto signal? It didn't. Interesting. Can I have my auto signals, please? There we go. All right. So we've got auto signals the entire way along there. And we're going to want auto signals the entire way along here as well. So the train's coming on this side, which means we're going to want to do something like this. Should be fine. So they come in on the left. They cross over to the left side again, and that'll be all right. So that's basically what we need. And that's basically going to give us everything we need for this connection. So we've got a station right here, right by the train station. We have a truck stop just over here. So let's set up some lines and let's hope that this actually works. So this is going to be road cargo. It's going to be Stow, I guess, tools delivery. And I think that's okay, right? Do we have a loop here already? We do. We have the Stow loop. Okay, so it's an interesting looking color. It's that color, I think. So that'll be fine. And it's just going to run from here. It's going to run to there. And it's just going to go back. And it's just going to be a simple little shuttle back and forth. Wait, did I already? Hold on a minute. What am I doing? What am I doing? Get rid of you. So where is it? It's road cargo. It's Stow tools delivery. Add stations. So we want to go from here to right about there. And that'll be fine. So we have the tools delivery set up. We're going to need to do the train line. So let's do that as well. And it is going to be... So it's... What do we do for trains? It's... PT. So PC, I guess? No. CT? CT for cargo train? Yeah. Okay, so new line. We want to do CT for cargo train, and it's going to be tools. No, it's, oh boy. Stow tools delivery. So there's two lines that kind of have the same name, but they're prefixed with something else, which is totally fine by me. And the way this will work, I guess, is from here in Leak, going all the way down to here. And then we kind of need it to not... Oh boy. I kind of need it to not go in the same line though. Right? So we kind of need it to go back out that way. Otherwise, that's going to cause some problems. So why can we not do that? Or is it on the wrong platform? If we put it on platform 2, that does it. Okay. So looking over here, it goes in, it comes back out. That's fine. So that's what we want it doing. And that'll be fine. So that's going to run the entire way down. It's going to drop things off. And now all we need is a little truck, a little stagecoach line, a little wagon line to go from here. So this is going to be going from that station to right about there. Bit weird that it's looping around that way. Can I change the thing that it's on? Is that better? That is better. Okay. So that works out. And this is going to be road cargo. And I guess it's going to be... It's technically a Stow line, even though it's in Leak, right? So Stow tools to train. It's a weird way to do it. Because it's obviously nowhere near the town that it's named after. But I think that's just how we're going to do it. So... what we probably want to do is actually set those up a little differently. So you're going to be picking up at stop number 1, you're going to be picking up tools. Stop number 2, you're going to be unloading tools. Then tools delivery is going to be loading up on tools and then unloading tools. And then looking at the passenger train, it's going to be loading up on, I guess, exclusively tools for now, and then unloading pretty much exclusively tools there. So we have that set up. We're going to need a train. We can't really afford it right now, which is a bit of a problem. And I think that's probably a problem because all of my passenger trains are likely in the southern part of the map right now, where they just don't make money, which I feel like we need to cancel these passenger trains coming down here. So let's unfortunately do it. So basically what we do is we'll have them go as far as Thatcham, since actually no, we're not gonna go to Thatcham. So oh man. Okay, so after number 4, it's Thatcham. So we want to get rid of Thatcham. We want to get rid of Morton Hampstead. We want to get rid of Shields. We want to get rid of Ashton. We want to get rid of Shields, Morton Hampstead, Thatcham. We don't need Stow on the Wold, and it just goes back to what it was before. Where am I? Okay, so that's the southern part of the map, which means my train now does that again. So that will hopefully lead to a bit more money being made. Hopefully it doesn't do anything too weird to the trains, but we do now have 4 trains on a much shorter line with an 11-minute frequency. So here's hoping for good things. We might be able to get rid of one of the trains at some point, but we'll find out. Anyway, let's get ourselves some vehicles. So we're moving tools. We're going to be using these guys. And I'm thinking we're only going to need 3 of them for the time being. And they can go on the tools delivery line. Honestly, we probably don't even need 3 of them, but we'll do 3 for now. Going up this way, we are going to need to, I guess, go to Leak here. And we're going to want to say 5 of them. And that'll be all right. We'll make them the right color. And they're going on the tools to train line. And then we need a train. Now, getting a train for this is going to be something, I'm sure. We have 1.8 million to spend right now. We have some choices. We absolutely do. We don't, well, we have Steam. We have this guy, which is actually now the most powerful train. Doesn't have the highest tractive effort, though, but what's the top speed? 25. I feel like we need to go with a 31 because everything else in the line can do 31. Then in terms of wagons, we're moving tools, right? So we're going to want the box cars. So what are they? 116,000. So we can get a few of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of them doesn't seem bad and we can't afford it. So let's buy you, as expensive as you are. Let's make it that kind of horrible green color and put you in the Stow Line. And away you go. So we'll see how that plays out. That is not a nice color for a train. Oh man, that is a bit rough. Hopefully this works though. Hopefully this works out and we start to see some profit coming in off of that in a reasonable amount of time. We are not seeing anything here right now, which is a bit of a worry, but I'm sure it's nothing to actually worry about. I'm sure we'll see tools get produced eventually. How are we doing on steel anyway? So steel to tools production is actually doing really well and probably could use a bit of a buff. So manage vehicles. We can't. Oh, we only have 10. Yeah. Okay. We're going to need money. We're kind of going to need money is what we're going to need. I'm also wondering if I've actually set this up right because I'm not seeing anything go to that train line yet. So hopefully I have, and hopefully I haven't completely messed this up. Actually, terminals, that might be why. So terminal 4 for you. And yeah, I still can't see anything. So that's, we'll see what's going on, I guess. I am hoping that we're going to see a little something pop up for it. Assuming I've done it right, which I hope I think I have. Hold on. So you go from there and you go down to there. You're going to drop stuff off for the train station, which is fine. Right? So you drop stuff off the train station. The train picks it up. The train brings it down here where it gets dropped off, put into there and delivered over there. So yeah, it should be working. It might just be a little shy. Right? That's probably just a bit shy is all. So we'll not stress too much about it. Although I am slightly stressed about it. Because obviously we kind of have a train that needs to pick things up and needs to deliver them to make money. So if it's not doing that, that's not good. Now your production is, I really need to research what these stats mean exactly, because for the life of me, I never quite know. Now, shipping is 6 on this. I'm not quite sure what, I don't know what these stats mean. Now, transport is 100% on those. It's non-existent on the others. Okay. Oh, hold on. There we go. So now it's throwing them out there. So these guys can pick it up. That's what we need. There we go. Okay. Perfect. All right. I'll tell you what we can do then. Let's increase the number of vehicles on the steel to tools line. I don't know if doubling it's a good idea, but it's what I'm going to do. We'll do 20 vehicles on that and hope for the best. This guy is in need of a bit more iron. So let's have, how many have we got on the iron line? What is the what is the frequency of this line? Can I see here? No. Details, vehicle, no. Line, please. Frequency is 23 seconds. Yours is 22. So if I manage you and I duplicate, I don't have enough money to do that. If I can get enough money to do it, which there we go. What does that do for us? Frequency is 22. Okay, so that should bring those a little bit more in line, which is what we need. The extra vehicles coming out to move the steel around should do good things for us as well. And we should see some tools coming down here soon enough to start heading down to Stow in the Wold. Hopefully. It's a very big hopefully, but hopefully nonetheless. Speaking of which, where is the cargo train right now? Is that it? That is it. Okay. I'll be honest, it's nice having extra trains. It is. It's nice having another cargo, well, just another train on there, not another cargo one. We haven't had any yet. I'm excited though. I'm hoping this will start to grow this place a little bit. As for other things that it needs, I mean, it needs fuel. How am I going to make that though? I feel like I mentioned this a while ago, right? I mentioned that this top left part of the map could maybe become like a big food hub because it's actually doing really well, right? New Haven and Brightlingsea have a bit of a stockpile there. So what that says to me is I could probably get more vehicles on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, duplicate. And then New Haven has how many? 20? All right, once, I don't know if I can afford to get 10 more of them, but we'll try. So that's 10, duplicate. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So that'll help those out a little bit. But my thinking would be, you know, why don't we turn this into a big hub for food, right? So everywhere that wants food takes it from up here. And the thing is, of course, you know, we want to make sure that we're not overloading it. Like this place only has about 2/3 of its production running right now. So it can do better, right? So what I could do is set up some of these farms to bring some grain down to here to increase the output of livestock. And if I do that, and if I also get comfortable in my chair because I was really slouching in it, if I do that, then we can hopefully increase production here, which is also at just over half. So that could be a lot better. And this can upgrade, by the way. So that can upgrade. This guy can't upgrade, but that's all right. This guy can upgrade. So basically there is more production that we can achieve here. We're not maxing it out right now. So by all accounts, we can make more food, take it to more towns, and that should be fine. We still have more grain to play with as well. So that might be something I want to do. We might be able to turn this into a hub for food for at least the northern part of the map. Maybe. But what I also want to do is I want to get more hubs like that. And I want to find a way to do a hub for something like fuel, right? Because like here, if we can get some oil sand, we can get fuel and sand, right? And then that fuel can go to wherever it needs to go to. Hinkley, for example, wants some fuel. Stow in the Wold wants fuel. Now, where could we make it? Well, we have over here an option for it. Do we have oil sand nearby? No, doesn't look like we do. We have an option here. So if we could get some oil, which we have here, we could then process it down here and then turn it into fuel up here. It's a bit of a backwards way of going about it, but it's an option. Or we could take oil from Rochester, process it in Rochester, bring it down this boundary of the map, and then process it here into fuel. Then Dawlish wants some fuel. Wolverhampton wants fuel. So we could do a train line that sort of goes in a bit of a loop there, right? So it picks up oil, it comes down, turns it into, or crude oil, turns it into oil, turns it into fuel, delivers it to Wolverhampton. And then is there anything we could pick up around here that we could then take elsewhere, I suppose is the question. Doesn't really look like it, does it? Actually, Epping wants fuel as well, so these three places in here want fuel. And then, of course, we have over this way a little bit, Stow in the Wold also wanting it. So I feel like that could be a way to do it. Can this guy level up? Yes. That might be a way to do it. It really might be. The problem is, of course, money. So we might be waiting just a little bit to see how that goes. But we do, at the very least, have this guy heading out with some tools on board. It could be better, but at least some. So that's always nice. I am wondering, though, if we could get it. So it's 1 steel to 2 tools. If we could get more steel going there, that would be lovely. This is starting to drop off a little bit, which is okay. That's kind of what we want. This guy can level up. Do we want to do something kind of silly? Because we could put more vehicles in these lines, because these guys are overloaded though, so we could absolutely put more vehicles in those lines. These guys are full production though, but my thinking would be that we could funnel more like iron from down here up that way, coal from down here up that way. I don't know if that's necessary though, or if just more vehicles in each line would be the way to go. We do also have oil sand right here, which I totally forgot about. So where could I process that? What would be the nearest place? You know what? We'll not worry about it too much right now. I'm also noticing just how much oil, or not oil, coal and iron is around this place as well. So there's a lot of good production around. I'll tell you what though, let's just go ahead and, so this is the iron line. We have 26 vehicles. Let's double it. Let's just double it. So 52 vehicles on the iron line, and then on the coal one, I dread to think, 50. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we're about to spend so much money. I think 100 wagons might be a bit much. I'm not so sure about this. Oh dear. I might have gotten a little carried away with the double it thing, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. It's it's probably a terrible idea. Oh no. That's gonna be a terrible idea. Hopefully we can move a good bit more steel up to this guy though. I think the new vehicles might just be kicking in, so we'll see how that goes. I'm thinking these guys as well. Actually, you are carrying nothing right now, so there's like no production happening. Yeah, we need more steel. We really need to be moving more steel up there. Is there a quicker way to do it? Doesn't really look like it. I mean, we could connect that road, I guess, but I think it's probably fine as is. We're not going to stress too much about it. Oh my God, this army of vehicles moving out right now. We're also seeing machines falling off a little bit because of not enough steel. So hopefully that can pick up a little bit. That's not a great thing to have machines falling off, because those were going to be the next thing that we wanted to start moving by train, right? Because the idea was that we'd move machines down to Thatcham, actually. So hopefully we can do that. Hopefully we can improve all of that. And hopefully these 26 new vehicles do wonderful things for us, because if they don't, and I'm about to buy 50 new vehicles, I'm going to be slightly annoyed. Only slightly, but, well, slightly is still slightly too much. So we'll see. We'll absolutely see. I'm also pretty sure there's like one of these guys coming in all the time. How many? What is the frequent? 14 seconds. It's 14 every 14 seconds. One of these wagons shows up with iron on it. Man, this is gonna be something. 29 right now for these guys. Duplicate. I duplicated one. Hold on. Sell that one. Right. Duplicate all of them. There we go. 100 vehicles on that coal line, which brings the frequency to 15 seconds. So, looking over here, yeah, that's gonna be something. Oh my God, that's gotta be too much. There is no way that's there is no way that's not gonna be a nightmare for traffic. There's no way. And it already is. It's already causing problems. All right. Well, we'll not worry too much about it. Let's go ahead and just upgrade some sections of road here. Because what I'm thinking is, if I upgrade the sections of road, then what we end up with is at least some turning lanes. Right? So anyone wanting to go to the right isn't going to get held back too much. So hopefully that, you know, improves things a little bit. Oh no. They're still coming out of here. Oh my God. That's too much. There's no way. I feel like I did this before. I feel like I put a bunch of vehicles in these lines once before already. I feel like this feels, oh man, this is terrible. This is genuinely terrible. It's a genuinely bad idea. Oh no. What do we got? Is the cargo train down here? Has it already made a delivery? I don't know if it has. Is that the cargo train? No, that's the passenger one. Do you have people on board? 33. That's okay. So your passenger train, how much are we looking? 233. All right. Oh, okay. So you're on your way back. Well, that's something at the very least. How's this holding up? It's doing all right. I'm really anxious about that. I'm really genuinely quite anxious about that. Are you guys still coming? No, they've just got done coming out of the garage, so that's good. Looking here, we got 25 tools waiting to go. We got 11 more ready to go up here as well, so that's good. I feel like we should just do a little section of road in here to speed this up a bit. So just something like that, right? So it comes off of there. Then it's going to sort of curve that way a little bit. And then just around here. And I don't know how good of an idea this necessarily is, because that factory does have to... It's going to have to upgrade at some point, right? So this might not be the best idea. I'm hoping that the factory doesn't have to get like any bigger, but we'll try it. So we'll do that, and then that basically. And I'm thinking, yep, we got vehicles using it. So that's going to hopefully bring the frequency down a little bit for these guys, which is always a good thing. We got the cargo train nicely on its way. How are my lines looking in general right now is kind of the question. So balance-wise, we are losing money in the 2 train lines. The train lines are just not as popular as they once were. The Sandy meat production is doing great. Sandy Machine's delivery is actually doing pretty good for itself too, which is surprising. So that's a thing. Looking here, we're up to 40. How much can you carry at a single time though? So you can do, what's that, 36? So we've already got more than you can carry, which is actually fine. We'll hopefully see a little stockpile start to build up here, which would be lovely. Looking here though, yeah, this is something. This is definitely something. These guys are still producing. They're still doing fine. Oh, this is ridiculous. This number is starting to come down, which is good. I'm hoping those... Oh, how quickly do you produce something? Like, is there actually a... It seems pretty, like, instantaneous, right? It seems like that, you know, it consumes it pretty quick. I'm wondering if we can overload this thing. I also think it's starting to get to the point... Its production's climbing, so this might actually level up relatively soon. And if it does, I'm hoping that means even more production, right? You would think so. I would certainly hope so. But then the question becomes, is it going to slow down once all of these wagons for coal get up here? Because there's still a lot of them. I've also just noticed how much money we're making right here. 18,500 for every one of these guys that shows up. 9,200 for each of these. That's... And it's frequent, man. Like, that's a lot of money. Oh, wow. This thing has actually just upgraded as well. Okay. That's a lot of money, man. That is so much money. Where's the cargo train right now? No, you're not the cargo train. Where is the cargo train? Right there. I want to see how much this thing makes. Because it's got a full, well, 35 of 36 for some reason. Which is all right. I want to see how much that is, though, when it gets dropped off down here. Because as far as I'm concerned, I mean, it's hauling a good amount, a decent little distance. So hopefully it's good. And I'm also kind of wondering, can I load up some coffee onto that train? Is there anywhere up there? We're gonna have to have a look at that in a second, because I've just realized that I might be able to have this thing run full in both directions, which would be kind of great. But it's coming in, and we're gonna take a little bit of a look. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. 35 of 36 tools. How much are we talking here? We're talking $792,000. I'll take it. That's not bad. Now, the important question, coffee. So if I was to load up in coffee berries, where can I take them to? We have coffee berries here as well, though, is the thing. But we could bring them up here and we could process them up in Winchcombe or Winchcombe, whatever it's called. So that's an option. It's a bit unnecessary since we have berries right there, though. So what else could we do? Because I do want to try and get it running, you know, relatively full, I suppose. Construction material would be an option if we had marble and stone or sand or slag. In terms of getting those things, there's silver there. There's not really much around for it. There's marble over there. There's marble over there. There's marble there. Not much stone, though, so I think we're kind of limited. But that's all right. We'll not stress too much about it. We are back to making money at the very least. And this thing is... Oh, God, traffic. This was kind of to be expected, I think. Oh, no. So that'll be the 50 new vehicles coming in here. Is what that'll be. We might need to figure out a better way to do this. There's no way this is sustainable. There's no way this is sustainable. If we expand these guys, it is going to let the vehicles come in further, though. So I guess doing that is one way to like get them to go around here, right? So doing that means they have to come in further before they turn. And hopefully that will just improve the flow a little bit, which it looks like it is. That's so much money. That is so much money being made just like every second here. I love it. I actually love it. That's so much. It's it's ridiculous. That is so many wagons. It's so many wagons. It's too many. That's too many. Oh my god. Okay. That's I don't really know what to say about that. I'm not gonna lie. This guy's 51 waiting right there. There's no way we're not gonna have like a bunch of steel, right? Like we do have a good amount here, which is good. Not all of it's getting picked up as frequently as I'd like, but that's okay. Machine production still very much waiting on steel. So I almost wonder if, and my voice went very high there. I almost wonder though, if, oh man, I don't know about this. I really don't know about this. If I did that, right? And then I go and get myself a little road. So we got this guy. Bring it sort of that way. And then bring it kind of along the train line, right? I'm thinking that this might be a way for like the steel delivery to kind of get out of here, right? So it kind of be going like this, and then it would turn a little bit away from the train line. And it would go like, you know, up here a little bit. And we want it to run straight into there. I don't know if that's going to work, though. It doesn't look like it is, unfortunately. It would be nice if it did. But apparently it doesn't want to. I guess... Well, actually, I think I know the reason for that. It's because the tools one is quicker going the other way. But what about the machines one? So if I configure you and I put an exit here or here, does that give us anything? Yeah, so that does. That takes some of the vehicles away from there. Lets the machine production line use that road, which I think is probably good, right? So these guys are no longer clogging up traffic back here on the way out. So we have that going for us. Let me redo that though, because now that I can do it that way, I can make this a little bit neater. So bulldoze you and you, go into here. We'll configure it, and we'll just do a normal street access, I guess. And I don't know how good of an idea that is. Oh, it's fine. It's just being used as a way out, so that's fine. So yeah, that's all right. That will hopefully ease the congestion at that intersection a little bit, which is exactly what we want to do. Then over here, we have 20 of these things waiting around. Does that mean that the train recently picked it up? I think it did. Yeah. Do we want another train? Maybe. I think what we want is probably just to edit this guy, right? Just add more boxcars to it. So it's only mediocre at the minute, though, is the thing. So, I mean, I think we're going to have to settle with mediocre. So let's do, what have we got? Capacity is 36, 40. Let's double. We'll go up to 80. It's still mediocre, but that's fine. 1.2 million. Sure. And that looks all right. Okay. So that's one upgrade I want to do. Another upgrade I want to do is I want to manage this line. I want to manage the vehicles on this line. I'm thinking we can probably get rid of the original, right? So we'll get rid of that train. They need repaired as well, don't they? We need to configure maintenance or something like that. Which I don't think we can afford to have the running costs be much higher though. What if we were to if we could, there is a way to automatically replace them as well, I think. I could swear that was a thing that you can set up. I, for the life of me, don't remember how to do it, but I might be thinking of a different game. I'm almost certain it is an option, though, to automatically replace them. But what if we went in and said on train this one, right? So it's got an 88 passenger capacity. We take out all of those wagons. We go to passenger, and we do the compartment cars. Now, these guys can go a bit faster, which is nice, but they're also kind of expensive. But we do, you know, something like that, right? So it has a capacity of 88. It's going to cost me 2.8 million. So why don't we go up to a capacity of, well, what we can afford, 110. In fact, what if I got rid of one of the trains? I'm actually slightly tempted to do that. Get rid of one of them, go down to 2 trains, but with a higher capacity on each of them. That might be kind of risky because I feel like the frequency is a big part of this line's success. But let's give it a shot. So we get rid of you, right? And that's going to cost 3 million to modify. Hold on, am I getting rid of that? Hold on. Train 4. Sell it. So we're up to 4.4 million. Modify these guys. Let's sell train 2 as well. So sell you, modify you, get rid of these cars. Let's add the purple compartment cars up to a capacity of 110. And that is going to cost me 3.6 million. Which unfortunately means we are limited to 1 train on that line for now. But I'm actually going to be okay with that, I think. Because the increased capacity will keep us all right. And I think we're making a good chunk of money. So 3.6 million. If it really comes down to it, I'll take the loan. If it really comes down to it, I will take the friggin' loan and we'll be all right. But I don't think we're going to have to do that. Because keep in mind that while, yes, we no longer have 3 of the 4 trains that were making us money on, well, they weren't making us money anyway, so it's whatever. We're fine. We're going to be all right. It's also a pretty good-looking train now, let's be honest. So 3 whatever million we need to duplicate that guy, I'm not too worried about it. We have the extended cargo train going as well. We have this chaos down here. We're actually gonna need to get more vehicles on the steel to tools production line, which I'm kind of okay with doing. I'm not really stressed about that. That's actually going to be really good for us because it means that these guys are all going to fill up a little bit more, and we might see this guy upgrade a little bit. So hopefully that comes about. I do realize as well that we can eventually get rid of a lot of these wagons once we start upgrading things, because can you imagine 100 trucks coming in here? Or however many trucks would be coming in here with the total number of vehicles? It would be excessive is probably the right word to use. It would certainly be a little bit excessive, I think. Anyway, what I'm also thinking is that we're going to go ahead and leave it there for today's episode. I think we're doing some good things. I think we're doing all right. We're making pretty good money. We have a cargo train line going. We have ever so slightly impacted the passenger train line, but they'll survive, I am sure. And we're going to see these guys, you know, delivering their thing into Stow Line, which is not really getting the supply that it needs right now, but I'm not going to stress too much about it. I think they'll manage. I think the passenger train lines will manage as well. Although I'm annoyed that this thing has fallen off a little bit. I'm annoyed that the passenger train line is not as popular as it once was. When we first made it, people were like, "Oh my God, trains! I love trains. I live, eat, sleep, and breathe trains." And now they're like, it's like Jurassic World, right? Jurassic World. The first Jurassic World movie, not Park. Park's actually a good movie. They're like, oh yeah, people are bored of dinosaurs. People are bored of f***ing dinosaurs. You know what we need? to make a new dinosaur because people are bored of the old ones. I don't know about you, but a theme park where I can go and look at a fucking T-Rex, I'm not going to get bored of it. What I'm saying is, why are they bored of trains? All right, that's the point I'm making. Bored of a T-Rex. You're bored of dinosaurs. Dumb. It's a dumb movie. It was an enjoyable movie in cinemas, but it's still a dumb movie. They're bored of dinosaurs. People are bored of dinosaurs. All right, then. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We were going to wrap things up. I'm going to buy another train. Just because. So I don't have enough money. How much? What do you mean $4.5 million? It was 3.6 a minute ago. Oh, wait, no, that was the old one. All right, we need $4.5 million. That's fine. I can rant for another 5 minutes about how bad Jurassic... Don't even get me started on Dominion. All right? Don't even get me started on Jurassic World f***ing Dominion.